A member of the board, Mr. Humphrey Mandu, the league manager, and other secretariat staff of UPL that are here, the members of the press, I greet you all in the name of the sport. I will begin by congratulating ourselves for having successfully completed season 2023-2024. Here I mean all of us, internal and external stakeholders, including but not limited to you, the press, who always talk about our product. We take it to the ears and the eyes of other stakeholders. You have done a commendable job, just like other stakeholders, without whom possibly wouldn't have achieved what we achieved. Of course, we are all aware how it ended. It ended with a lot of swag, once again involving an helicopter. Once again, the final destination of the title or trophy decided on the last day. The two members that were relegated were equally decided on the last day. Throughout the season, it was a lot of excitement. The part of the game played on the field of play, fantastic. The fans were fantastic. The sponsors pushed us as well. It was all exciting. And as organizers, that's what we always want. We strongly believe that our champion will compete favorably. First of all, at CECAFA level, Club Championship, and also in CAF Champions League. We strongly believe so, because they have been tested and tried. Again, in the season, we had awards. The reason we are here, we had awards which included the man of the match for every match that was played, then prisoner, player of the month, and coach of the month. Prisoner, man of the match, prisoner, player of the month, and prisoner, coach of the month. So, as we mentioned it at the launch of the very first edition of these awards, end of season awards, we said those awards which are given to the winners in the season, they culminate into the end of season awards. Mathematically, we say it is a summation of all those awards that have been given. But of course, we thank the UPL through their brand, prisoner, for having done a commendable job in as regards to these awards.
I'd like to warmly welcome you to yet again another exciting season end, and I bring greetings from the board, specifically the chairman who asked me to come and represent here. Thank you, CEO, and your team at the Secretariat for yet another well-concluded season 2023-2024. As you are aware, every end of season of the Star Times Uganda Premier League, UPL Secretariat, together with the board and its sponsors, so to speak, Star Times, and Uganda Breweries used through its brand, flag brand Pilsner, come together to recognize outstanding players throughout the season. And not only players, but the entire stakeholders who have been key in running the season and giving the good images to the screen and the print media. So to speak, the players, the coaches, mention them. As you are aware, we have been working so hard around the table together with you, the media, who I should congratulate for having been a part of this journey that eventually had 4 grounds on the last day of the season, all possible grounds to deliver the champion, and that was in Masindi for Kitara, and Njeru for Bull, St. Mary's in Chitende for Vipers, and Villa in Lugogo. So all these grounds were stretched and had all our presence because anything would have happened. So that alone shows that the quality of game, the quality of management, the quality of the fourth estate. Because without you, the people I've mentioned above wouldn't have had such a fantastic season. Of course, not forgetting the men in black who are the officials, the referees and the linesmen and fourth officials, sorry. So I would like to say that here is the time. After all that background, we got Villa emerging as champions. But now the day has come that we now have to aggregate all the awards that have been a process ongoing. You know, every month we've been having awards of Player of the Month, Coaches of the Month. But at the end of it all, it's a journey that comes to this point where we have categories that have to be all given opportunity to the limelight internationally at a very well organized venue, which this time round, as it was, yet again we are going to be at Sheraton Hotel, and on the date of 29th of June, please organize yourselves and let's drum all towards this day. I know the Secretariat will be able to take you through the modalities of how it will be handled and how the awarding and voting will take place, how it will be carried on. Having said that, on behalf of the board of Star Times of Uganda Premier League and also the Star Times Premier League, would like to thank you, the Fourth Estate, for covering this league generously and giving it the platform it deserves. You very well know we've just had national team games, and you know how the Premier League players have performed in this league. In this international break. So this, we cannot take it lightly. We need to applaud ourselves because it's something that we want to push harder to ensure that most of our players on the national team perform, don't just go there to fill the numbers. So we have those locally and those internationally. but even those internationally, they are all coming from this local league. So having said that, I would like to thank you so much for walking the way with us. I would like to also thank the partners, sponsors, Star Times, Uganda Breweries Limited, through its flagship brand, Pilsner Lager, and all other members that have seen us through this journey to date.
I'll also re-echo and add my voice, thanking you as our biggest partners in the league. But I'll also go straight again to do what the CEO asked me to do. We have 14 categories that will be awarding this season. The first being the player of the season. The second will be the top goal scorer of the season. The third will be the young player of the season. We have the goalkeeper of the season, defender of the season, midfielder of the season, coach of the season, most assists of the season, fair play team of the season, players player of the season, coaches player of the season, goal of the season, then the best 11, that's the UPL Star Times Uganda Premier League best 11 of the season, and the Platinum Award. Those are the categories we are looking at. Now, of these categories, some are already have, can I say, winners already by means of statistics or what were the results on the field of play, whereas the coaches player of the season is selected by the 15 coaches. Those are the head coaches of the clubs that participated. Then the most assists is obvious, we know. Now, of these 14, 6 categories is what will be subject to the public for voting. Of these, the 6, which is the player of the season, the young player of the season. Then I also want to categorically come out on the goalkeeper of the season. What we are mainly basing on this again is the clean sheets. So let's not mess it up. It's not about the overall performance, but also the clean sheets. It takes the big part in this. And then a defender, coach, and the likes. Now, this is the criteria we are going to follow. Immediately after this, the 6 categories which we're going to share with you on our socials are going to be subjected to the public or the fans out there, and they will nominate. We are not determining for them. They are going to nominate the people they think outperformed or were better in these categories, and of those we are only going to pick 5, and the 5 will be subjected to a panel of 7 members, and from this panel of the 7, they will select only 3. So the process of the public nominating runs from today, the 12th, and will end on Monday, the 20th. That's at midnight. And immediately on the 21st, the selected 3 of the 5 who we thought were the best from each category and subjected to the panel will again be subjected to the public or on our socials again for voting. And that process will run from Tuesday, that's the 21st of June, to the 28th of June. And it's from then that we'll be going into the awards on the 29th to mention who won in those in what the public voted on, but also to the others that are determined statistically already. But the panel of the 7 individuals contributes 60%. In this, we want to make sure that at the end of the day, the persons who are being recognized are the truthful or rightful people. We just want to take away the passion where some people may mention players or officials who may not be the best. So the 60, that's the variation between the 40 and the 60.